investing, they're terrified to get on the phone and talk to a seller or a buyer. They're terrified. And we can't help somebody who's afraid to just talk to somebody else. If you want to be a hermit and just live behind your keyboard, it's not going to be the same. You're not going to be able to be successful. You've got to pick up the phone and talk to sellers and buyers. But most realtors are already comfortable doing that, as well as most mortgage brokers and loan officers and stuff like that. Come over to this side of the business. You've already got that part figured out. Now we're going to give you the model and all the paperwork and all the scripts and all the whole sales process so you can start bringing in leads consistently. In fact, we have numerous people where they're getting paid, meaning doing their first deal within their first 30 days working with us, because the leads come quick. You're going to know exactly how to talk to these sellers. You're going to know exactly how to structure the deal, how to sign up your paperwork where everybody's extremely comfortable, and then how to sell the deal so you can monetize it and make money. This is what it is. I don't know, and I'm not being facetious. I'm not trying to sound like cocky or arrogant. I don't know why somebody would not do this. Learn the way to maximize every tool in the toolbox. That's all we're doing here, everybody. If something makes a better listing, or if somebody approaches you as a realtor to list their property, list their property. Perfect. But if somebody approaches you and they want you to buy their property, you got to have every single tool in the toolbox. You got to know if this is a good wholesale deal. You got to know how to wholesale it and disclose that you're an agent and make a big wholesale fee. If you're buying it, you got to know how to get the private money. This is what we teach you to do. You can buy it, you can get it fixed up, use private money, and then sell it retail. And then if you're a realtor, sell it yourself. Save on commissions. It's wonderful. Or if this makes for a better novation, you know how to explain it very easily to the seller, make a giant fee on this thing. It's just like a net listing at the end of the day. Why would somebody not do this? It's probably because of fear. Fear is keeping you small. Fear is somebody who doesn't understand things, who's teaching you that, oh, that doesn't work, that'll never work. I sat in the same real estate classes. So did RJ, right? We sat at Hondros College. We know how they teach, and that's cool, and they do a great job. But they don't understand every single aspect of the real estate investing business. So therefore, their initial reaction is going to be like, oh, you can't do that. Yes, you can. We have verified this. This is not something we take lightly. So everybody, if you're interested in coming on board, we have a wonderful community, a coaching community. Our coaching is around $10,000, very upfront. But once you're in for life. You're going to know exactly how we're getting deals. You're going to know everything that we do from our business right here at the Columbus HQ office, how we're consistently generating 6 figures a month, every single month. You're going to have the same exact business model, the same exact everything that we do. We'd love the opportunity. So just send us a DM and say, I'd like more information. And that's it. Myself, RJ, Rula, we have a team here. Shay, you're going to meet all of us. Casey, we've got a great team. We'd love for you to be exposed to this community and jump on board and make a ton of money for yourself. No one got involved in real estate as an agent, a mortgage broker, in the construction, a handyman. Nobody gets involved in real estate to make it small. No, you can't go to the bookstore right now at Barnes and Noble, go to the real estate section and find a book title that says how to make it small in real estate. Nobody wants to go small. Go big. You deserve it. That's powerful right there. You deserve it. You are enough. We're here to help you get there. Full transparency. Let's go, baby.
I just wanted to add, if you're a real estate agent and, if you add this side of it, this investing side, you're just going to be able to you're going to be able to solve more problems and you're going to become more valuable in the marketplace. So it's one way to really distinguish yourself, like separate yourself from all the other realtors. There's so many real estate agents out there, and the ones that survive just solve more problems. It's still, if that's your model and you want to pursue representing buyers and sellers, you can make a really good living from that. But you're going to be able to, you're going to be able to help more people. And one one of these referrals could mean a life-changing deal. So, but anyways, so novations and wholesaling are critical to keep your business thriving while you build a portfolio for the sole purpose that you need some active income. And so if you're doing this part-time, maybe you're a real estate agent part-time, you have a full-time job, you can buy and hold rental properties too. It's just going to be a slow roll, but you'll definitely get there eventually. But this, if this is all you do and you're a full-time real estate investor, you got to keep that consistent, fast money in to keep the lights on, your marketing engine on, and that basically is our model. So the flipping company is active. It gets the highly taxed income from that gets absorbed by the rental income taxes. It's one of the benefits that you have when you're creating a rental portfolio. One of the questions that we get a lot is if you're a real estate agent, you have to disclose that you're doing a novation. And what we do is, so there's a license in our group, Dave's license. We don't list our own novations. And I highly recommend that you don't do that. Because it's, you're looking out for the best interest for your, you have a fiduciary duty as a real estate agent, right? So it's just it gets a little muddy when you list your own novation. So I highly recommend you do not do that, but there's plenty of agents that will, that we can refer, so, and good agents anymore, like there was that article on NAR about like 6% commissions, they're going to be gone. And, I'm thinking to myself, like good agents are worth their weight in gold. The good ones that know what they're doing, that aren't just so like in the box, they think outside of the box. And that's what it takes to really survive this thing and turn it into a career. Because if you don't know that other side, the investing side, and you're just one dimensional, you're going to get crushed. You are, because you can't help a lot of, there's a cost to marketing. I don't care if you're doing word of mouth. Eventually, you're going to have to do marketing if you want consistent, steady leads. The word of mouth, folks, yeah, that eventually will dry up, and that's not really scalable. We're going to do marketing like PPC and pay per lead and direct mail and cold calling, all the many ways. You got to be able to get return on that. And the only way to do that is to be able to have more solutions. You can have creative solutions. You can be the investor buyer. You can help list their property if that's the best solution for them, right? You're not novating it. You're listing it for them to get it at the price and you get paid a commission. So I just want to make sure that this is this is a message to you guys that are in the game or looking to get into the game. You got to have active income coming in some way. If it's your job right now, great, keep it. That's going to allow you to qualify for more loans. If it's not, if you're all into this thing and you're wholesaling already and getting, consistently 2 to 3 deals, maybe it's off like that. Maybe it's like, 6 deals a quarter and you want to scale it to have consistent, 6 to 10 deals a month. Definitely, you guys are in the community. You guys are in the right place. But I just want to make sure that everybody got that, because that's, a lot of people are like, well, how do you make it? Do you get rich quick on these rentals? And the answer is no. It's eventually you have active income coming in. So another question, Dave, and I'll let you answer this, is that why wouldn't somebody just list it with another realtor, right? That's well, why would they even want to do this? Because ultimately you're just listing.
That's a great question. Yeah, thank you. That's a great question. It's like, hey, why would this motivated seller even want to work with you? Why would they not just call up their cousin who is a realtor and just excuse me. Why would they not just call a real thank you? Why would they not just call a realtor and list it themselves? Why do they need you? And I will answer this question with another question. Why is fast food so popular in the United States of America? Why
Convenient.
does Little Caesars make their living right now off hot and ready?
Quick.
People like things
Impatient.
done for them. People like things done for them. People don't have the time, the capacity, the wherewithal, or the patience or tolerance to seek out a realtor themselves. And then financially, what is the realtor going to do? They're going to walk through their house and they're going to say, I need new flooring. I need a couple. If we're going to get retail for this thing, I need you to contribute funds so we can get max profit out of this thing to pay off your loan and put some money in your bank, and I'll get it done for you. But any good realtor is going to point out the flaws in the house because they're going to have to deal with it with the buyer anyway. And if the homeowner doesn't have that money, what are they going to do? They're going to sell it as is, maybe. But if they sell it as is, they're probably going to be taking a big haircut. So we offer value to the marketplace in that we can contribute the funds needed to raise the value of the property. Therefore, attract a better buyer. Therefore, the buyer is willing to pay more. The seller ends up netting more. You still earn a fee. You still make money, generate revenue as the facilitator here. And the buyer gets a better property because it's in better shape. So here's the thing, everybody. Why would somebody work with us and not just do this all themselves? Capacity, financial capacity. Maybe they don't have the money to put into it. The situation, they're going to net more working with us as professionals. We got the guys ready to get in there and paint, flooring, appliances, countertops. We got it. We're ready to go. So that is the number one reason. And then when it comes to like a wholesale deal, why would somebody sell at such a deep discount to you guys and not just list it or something like that? Because they don't want to deal with it. We genuinely bona fide can close in 7 days for the right deal. Are we upfront the fact that we're getting a great deal? We tell them, hey, we're not we don't pay the most, but we pay the fastest. That's our line. That's our catchphrase. I mean, we're very upfront about the fact that we don't pay the most, but we can get it done. You don't have to lift a finger. Why are pawn shops in existence? Because some people just want to take their money. Pawn Stars, I love that. I watch these reels. I stay up all night, and that's what keeps me up all night. I'm watching these reels. Pawn Stars, I like it. I was just watching it last night, as a matter of fact. And why do they exist? This guy last night had a Magic the Gathering card, RJ, a Magic the Gathering card. It was worth all this money. He could have listed it online. He could have put it in all the forums and found his own buyer, this, that, and the other. He didn't want to deal with all that. He just took it to the pawn shop. He knew he was taking less, but it happened quick. He got his money right at the cash register, walked in with the card, sold the card instantly. That's what we do in real estate. Somebody has a house, sure, you could list it. You can put it on Facebook Marketplace. You can list it with an agent. You can move. You can put a sign in the yard. You can field all the phone calls. You can field all the inspections. You can answer all the questions, or you could just call us and sell it.
Yeah.
So there's a market for this, everybody. And this is what we teach you to do and position yourself. And everything's very transparent with our sellers. Everything's fully disclosed, very transparent. They don't care that you're making money because you're providing value and convenience for them. We're in the convenience business at the end of the day.
So another question that I see here is that what if you don't have the money to fix up the request the remedy or inspections? That's a valid question. And if you don't, then one of our strategies, what we do, this is a tip, is you just negotiate the price. Make sure that you are underwriting these things the right way, where you're not so strapped on a very, very minimal spread. Novations are technically going to net you more than a wholesale deal. So you're going to have to absorb it. So just like anything else, when for you guys that don't know, but when you are putting a house on the market, let's just say it's a retail flip or it's your own personal residence, there's always going to be an inspection, unless it's negotiated upon that they're going to waive your request to remedy. But a home inspector is going to find something. whether it's chipping paint here, whether it's a flue pipe on the hot water tank or a furnace, this, that, and the other. So
Rating.
if
Yeah.
yeah, grading, like when if you know your house is beat up and you're putting it out on the market for innovations, I definitely suggest you put it out as is. As is, there's no inspections, no remedies that the seller is requesting or seller is agreeing to. So you got to put that in your listing. So that is one way where you can avoid any of the requested remedies. But you also got to make sure that the price that you're asking is a price that reflects what you're trying to put on the market, right? And then the other thing is, again, it's negotiating. Um, let's just say the request for remedy, there's like 5 items, right? And then you break it down to like 3 items. Well, you can negotiate with that buyer that you can take off that price. Maybe it's $2,000 or $3,000. Make sure your spread's still there. Protect your spread always. And then if it makes sense to do that, you can. So you instead of asking 100K on a deal and you're making 25, maybe you knock it down to like 23 and you gave them a credit. You're only making 23,000 instead of 25, right? So that's another way. Another way is to negotiate with that contractor. You got to know them though. Some
Yeah.
contractors do this, but they get paid at the closing after the transaction's done. Right. Again, that requires trust. So, maybe it's somebody that but someone off the white pages or Google probably isn't going to do that. But there's been instances where that's happened before, where after the fact you can pay them. So that's how we get around that. So the key thing that how all of this works is you got to make sure you're getting the deal at the right novation price, and you're not putting a beat up house and asking for retail. That's not going to work with the seller, and that's going to make you look bad because you're eventually what are you going to do? You're going to have to back out. All right, so let's do some quick Q&A. Does anybody have any questions? Is anybody doing this as part of their active income in the real estate business, wholesaling or innovations? Got about 5-10 minutes, and we can do some Q&A.
I'm not able to see the commentary or anything like that, just so you know, RJ.
I don't really see anything here on anything else to add, Dave?
No, just when it comes to this real estate business, I just heard this today. There's this guy who's a drummer. He used to drum for Cyndi Lauper. He used to drum for the Monkees. He used to drum for actually the band that toured with Queen. He got to meet Freddie Mercury and stuff like that. Older guy, beast, cool guy. And he says beats, Beats, beats. And this could be applied to real estate. B is for belief. It's not hard to believe in real estate because more millionaires and multimillionaires have made it in real estate than any other field or industry. So you believe in yourself, but you're in the right space. You're in the right field if you're in the real estate business. E, enthusiasm. You got to get after it. It's meaning like be excited about what we are doing here and what you are doing and being around people who are actually doing it. And we're an excited group. We're excited because we're grateful, and we're excited because there's a lot of opportunity. And we've really got this thing dialed in better than ever before. A is attitude, right? Have the right attitude towards this, meaning, when it comes to working with a seller, RJ mentioned this several times, we have the attitude of a problem solver. We have the attitude of a consultant, not the attitude of like a shark or I'm a slimy salesperson or something like that. No, we got the right attitude here. The right attitude is how can I solve more problems? Right? T, tenacity. You got to be relentless, especially when you're getting a lot of no's. There's no such thing as get rich quick. So you must be a tenacious individual and not give up. There's only 2 choices. Keep going or give up. What are you going to do? Be tenacious and just keep going, especially when you're tired, especially when you're like, What just happened on that call? That was a disaster. I thought I had this deal. Now we can't close. Now we got title issues. Welcome to real estate, everybody. That's when the tenacity comes in, because you just keep going and you don't give up. And then finally, S, service. Help others. We just got a phone call the other day. Somebody we helped out. They sent us a DM 2 years ago. Don't even remember. They needed a lender. We referred them to a lender. Thought nothing of it. I just replied to a DM and tried to help somebody out. Turns out now they are working for the company that's handling a lot of our inspections, appraisals, stuff like that. And they said, hey, oh, you guys are the best, this and that. I'm going to help you get your appraisals and whatnot scheduled, get you moved to the top of the pile. I'm going to help make your process more efficient. And we're like, wow, we didn't even remember helping you. But be in service to others. Karma is real. Goes around, comes around. It's all good. Beats. That's how I want to close it out.
All right. Next week we will have our first event for the year. All right. That's the 8th. It's going to be at where again, Dave? Same place, Ohio.
Same place, Ohio Brewing. I'm going to be marketing that today. I'm going to be putting some information about that today. But come join us live on the 28th. We'll love to see you, and lots of cool stuff to discuss. We're giving out our book. We got a book for you guys, and we're just going to help you get tapped into the community and tapped into making a lot of money for yourself and your family.
Yeah, you don't want to miss it. There's going to be, real estate agents there that are investor minded. Lenders are going to be there. A lot of lenders go to these. In fact, probably a couple of them. Maybe one of them might talk for a little bit and see what kind of new programs that they got available. But this is a good place to network with buyers. A lot of JVs going on in this network, and love to see you there. So that's the 28th. Going to be at Ohio Brewing. Check out the Facebook post. We're going to make that live today. And if you're seeing this video later, comment if you got any questions about it. I'll look for the comments, any questions that come about after this talk and discussion. And then we'll see you next week.
See you later, everybody.
Peace.